Hello everyone, welcome to Moon Mage. Today's readings are going to be centered in and around the energy that's coming in with this new moon in Libra. It's eclipse energy, so it's supercharged and extremely powerful. In the thumbnail, I placed 4 butterflies, and each one represents a message that will be meant for you that you may need to hear at this time to know how to navigate this energy for your best and highest good. I am going to do a little brief summary following this intro here about this new moon energy and what to expect with it. If you're not interested in that, that's completely fine. You can go down to the description box, skip ahead, and listen to your message. But for those of you that are interested in what this kind of energy is bringing about and what it is asking us to look at, do, let go of, then you can go ahead and listen to the summary about this new moon energy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Hello everyone. So this is a little brief summary, if you will, about what this new moon in Libra with this eclipse energy is all about and what kind of energies essentially it's bringing to us to deal with, to transmute, to let go of. Because it's taking place in Libra, the sign of the scales, the air sign, it's bringing about a lot of mental energy. So there's going to be most of us will have some issues with getting clear. So it's a really good time to do meditations and reflect on what it is you're holding on to. That spirit, the universe really says it's time to let go of this, whether it be a relationship, a situation, a home, a friendship, a fear that you're holding on to that stops you from doing what you need to be doing. And because it's so powerful under this eclipse energy, it's sort of like the universe comes in and says, we're going to give you an opportunity to do this yourself, but if you're not willing to take the opportunity, we're going to come in and we're going to do it for you. It's going to be like this pinch from the universe that may not be comfortable, but ends up being a blessing in disguise. Usually it feels quite the opposite of that when it does come in, when we refuse to look at what we need to shift or change. Now, as my name, the channel of my name suggests, Moon Mage, I'm very connected to moon and the cyclical nature of the moon, the ebb and flow of it, the power, the magic behind using the moon's energy to be a driving force and catalyst for us to know when it's time to come into fullness, as in full moon culmination, when it's time for us to ebb back, as in going into that new beginning, that darkness, reflecting so that we can redo, retry, begin again, or just start a whole new beginning for ourselves. So this is something that I will be definitely touching on throughout all my videos. Here is moon energy and how to harness it and how to know when to go with the cycles of it in the best possible way. But this particular new moon is perfect for doing just that. It is a really good time to step back and say, okay, what's not working? What am I holding on to? What do I need to let go of? Why am I not letting go of it? And what wants to show up for me? What new beginning is waiting for me just on the outside of my comfort zone, in the periphery, where I'm afraid to go, what I'm afraid to look at? This is what this energy is asking you to do. And because it's happening in Libra, it asks for you to take a balanced approach, the scales, right? It's also asking us to look at ourselves and our shadow side to really decipher what value it still has, what it's holding over us that's keeping us stuck and fearful, essentially. It's a big new moon energy, and it's a really big invitation to make amazing, beautiful, powerful change if we're willing to go there, to look at it. Some of the ways that this new moon energy can manifest can be loss for some of us. Loss that we weren't prepared for, that we didn't want to have to deal with. An example of that would be I had to put my 13-year-old dog down last week, and that was really, really difficult. And this energy is already in play because it's eclipsed energy. And I was so sure that I knew exactly that I would know exactly when it was time to put her down based on how she was doing. And I still found it extremely difficult to let go. I could see that she was suffering. I could see that she was in pain. But my pain of having to let her go and know that she was no longer going to be this major fixture in my life was really holding me back from doing what was right for her. So it's that kind of energy that can show up. Another example of this would be me starting this channel. I don't have the best camera equipment. I don't have the best sound. I don't have the best place to be doing videos and making them look beautiful and inviting. But, you know, I decided it's on my heart to do it. And you do what you can with what you have from where you are. And when you can do better, then you do better. When you know better, you do better. And so I'm just kind of going with the flow and not allowing my perfectionist tendencies to stop me from actually putting anything out, even though I know all of these things can be better. My talents, gifts, and abilities may not be up to snuff when it comes to creating videos and putting content out, but I can learn as I go and still hopefully be received okay, knowing that I'm just going through this growth, this change, this growth with everybody, and that I will do better when I know better. It's like that. I think that was long-winded of me, so hopefully you got the gist. But it's about just taking action, decisive action towards something that you really want, knowing when to let go, when to move forward, regardless of how perfect it's going to be when you get started. This new beginning is offering you that chance to just get going, to get started, to say yes to your dreams, even if you don't have all the information, even though it's not going to be perfect. And again, to let go of what's no longer serving you, even if it's hard, even if it's difficult. And again, the reminder here is if we don't do it for ourselves, because this is a new moon eclipse energy, the universe will come in, give us a really hard pinch and do it for us. And it'll be a lot less comfortable than if we do it for ourselves. So that is just some context around this new moon, the kinds of things it's bringing up, what it's asking us to do. I will get started here with message number 1 in just a second. But again, if you haven't had a chance, go look at the butterflies. Don't overthink it and pick the message that's drawing you in. Okay, let's get started. Hello, message 1. Let's have a look and see what's showing up for you. What new beginnings want to show up, which challenges it's presenting, etc. Okay, we've got what do you need to release? Yep, definitely a new beginning requires letting go of something old, right? So it looks like that's the main overarching energy here from a message 1 choosers. What do you need to release? So we're going to pull a surrender card here, which might help us some context around this. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Okay. Non-action, not pushing so hard to make something happen. Being still. And as this says, allowing the universe to bring you what it is that you need. And I feel like it's definitely some information. There's some things you're not sure of just yet, or you don't have all the information around. And Spirit's like, we're ready to bring it to you. We just need your mind to be still enough and you to be at peace enough to receive it. That was the bottom card. Okay. How teachable are you? How teachable are you? Okay, so now this is kind of coming into view here a little bit clearer. So there is definitely something that Spirit wants to bring you, guidance and information that will help propel you forward on your path, your journey. But this information can't get to you because it sounds like it appears that you're busy pushing, trying to make something happen, which, I mean, there is definitely a time to be motivated and being productive, but this is not the time for you. This new moon energy is asking you to pause, step back. There is information that needs to be received by you, guidance that will help you, you know, where you have to be open to and receptive to this information, this wisdom, this guidance, so that you can see the way more clearly and have more success. So back at this time, it would be a really good idea for you to make meditation on tomorrow, when this video is going to come out the day before the new moon eclipse, to sit in meditation, quiet, and just, you know, use the mantras, I'm open and I'm ready to receive divine guidance and wisdom, moving our egos aside and just allowing, even if this information, because I feel like for some of you it's going to be very strange, seems just that very strange. It's like, no, this is where you need to go, this is what needs to be done. We realize you haven't thought of that, but that is exactly why we needed you to be quiet, so that you could receive it. Let's see what else is coming out with that. Yeah, I feel like it almost feels like holding on to an old way of doing something. You know, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It feels like there's just a better way forward for you, and you haven't been able to see it. It's so easy for us to get stuck in our ways and our habits and our patterns because it's comfortable there. We know it, we understand that, but I think that there's a much easier, lighter way through whatever it is that you're going through, and Spirit really wants you to be open to receive it, to show you the way. As this says, how receptive are you? How teachable are you? Okay, so we've got 9 of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Swords. You know, I was going to speak about swords and wands in my intro. There's going to be a lot of that energy, I suspect, showing up through these readings because they're very connected to that Libra energy. Cutting away and severing. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles at the center. Nice. Six of Pentacles. Got some money energy coming through. Nice. Ace of Swords. Okay, this is actually really, really nice to see. We're seeing what's plaguing you, what the challenges have been. So with the 9 of Swords, and then you've got, or sorry, the 9 of Wands, and then the 9 of Swords. So you've got double 9s. So one thing to note here, message 1, is 9s are connected to endings. Time to let go, time to sever, time to do something different, a new way, a new person, new situation. Really, really connected and very synchronistic with the messages up here. 9 of Wands in reverse suggests it is not time to act. It's just reiterating that, right? If it was like this, if it was upright like this, it'd be suggesting it's time to go. You're ready, you're prepared. But not so, not for you right now, message 1. It is really time to step back because you do not have all the answers or the information yet. And it looks to me like some of you have been in a lot of difficult mental energy, really, really stuck in your mind, really wanting to fix something, shake it up, make it better. But it's like all your effort is just falling to the wayside. It's not seen, it's not appreciated. It's extremely frustrating. And Spirit says, okay, it's time for you to not try to do this all on your own. We've got you. We know how to fix this, but we need you to be quiet. Step back and let us show you the way. And again, it's really just reiterating things. Excuse me. Now with 10 of Pentacles in the center, this is really good energy. This 10 of Pentacles suggests abundance coming in, a happy home life where there's financial stability. I'm wondering, and it's feeling as though many of my message 1 choosers are struggling to maybe make ends meet, to feel financially secure and stable, and all of your tries have been outside the lines and it's not really bringing in the financial security that you were hoping for, but you keep pushing and trying. Spirit says, no, we've got a better way. When you just stop, pause, listen, go within, and you will see the way. And it's especially reiterated here by the 6 of Pentacles, receiving money, receiving help. I almost feel like some of you aren't aware that there is some money set aside somewhere for you, almost like it could be an inheritance or just a little bit of chunky money coming your way that you weren't thinking about, aware of, but it's there and it's coming. It's like this, it's like a gift of some sort. Yeah, I keep feeling this energy of gifts of money that you're not aware of. It almost feels like it requires you to unlock something, though, to see, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot I could do that to get that money. I forgot that I was gifted that money, or that it was going to be coming. I just had to wait a little bit longer. There's something to that energy here for me, for my message ones. Either way, it is time to stop trying to make something happen and force your hand around, particularly around finances. I understand that there's fear and insecurity and lack of stability, but there is a better way. Spirit universe just really wants you to get quiet so that you can receive it. And again, that is also reiterated here with that Ace of Swords, no longer feeling mentally unstable or discombobulated or having a really noisy mind, really being clear, seeing the way through, right? I know what to do. I know what to do, and it's going to happen for me. I know where I'm going, and I'll get there. It's like that sword energy is cutting through and showing you the truth of the situation. But again, I'm going to keep going back to, what do you need to release? Surrender to non-action. Be teachable. Even if something seems crazy, or I can't possibly do that, or how is that even going to work? I don't have time for this, or that's too much effort, or listing all the reasons why you can't do something, have something, or something can't work. It's like you've got to be willing to throw that to the wayside, because I feel like the universe here is saying you absolutely can. But again, it requires letting go of what you thought you knew, what you thought was the best way forward. And I even feel like for some of you, there's been some sadness and upset because you've tried a lot of things and there's been a lot of failures. And Spirit's saying, no, those were just lessons and you've learned a lot, but there's more to this story for you, to your financial story, and they want to bring you this information. And I really feel strongly that it's going to come through for you, message one, especially with this happy family, 10 of Pentacles, lots of security coming in next to that 6 of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, with all that mental clarity showing up for you. Believe, receive, trust. These are the words that keep coming into my mind. Let's pull some energy and spirit cards to see what Spirit has to say about your situation. Ascended Masters. Devoted spirits with specific intentions. So you are absolutely being helped and guided from the spiritual realm, even if it doesn't feel like it. But they're there waiting for you to say, okay, I'm inviting in your wisdom, your guidance, your knowledge. Show me the way. I am teachable. I am open to this. With specific intentions. I love that too, because it's like, you want to talk about money? Okay, we're going to send you the right Ascended Masters to help you with that. You want to talk about relationships? Okay, we're going to send you the right spirits to help you with that. You're really being helped and guided, surrounded by a spirit team. It almost feels like here, message one. Currents of emotions, uncontrolled feelings. Okay, and I think that this is just pulling at the heart of the matter, right? Moon energy is very ebbs. It ebbs and it flows just like the tides, right? It's very cyclical. And I feel like if you're not careful, this could affect you to the point of you lose control of your emotions and you're having a hard time reining them back in. So be really aware of that and mindful, because whatever this difficult situation is for you, particularly around money, finances, and instability, it's absolutely asking and requiring you to ebb and quell the feelings and emotions that you have around it, because it will not become better, fixed, more stable until you do. And it's also suggesting it's not over yet, like the hardship around this, the feelings around it, the frustrations, right? So really getting a handle on those will help you move forward. We've got in the reverse, prophets and ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance, but it's reversed, right? So this almost makes me feel like, message one, you have been given some messaging, you may have dismissed it as silly or folly or that can't be true. Almost like when you shake your head and go, no, that's ridiculous. It's not. And in order to get this going, this energy going, and have you be open and receptive to it, again, requires you to go in and be quiet. I don't mean that in the rude way that sounded, but to go get quiet and be open to this guidance that wants to come through. I definitely feel like my message ones are naturally and normally very intuitive, but you have felt very disconnected from this, as this is suggesting. So it's time to turn this right side out so that you can feel more decisive. You can receive this guidance, right? Because you've got that synchronicity with ascended masters, prophets, and ancient seers. You've got a lot of spiritual help around you. It just hasn't been able to get through to you. And I feel that you are also a very intuitive person yourself, but there's a bit of a disconnect to your intuition right now. So it's time to get back to that, to reconnect to that part of you that just knows, that is open, that is receptive, that has enough faith and belief to say, even though that sounds crazy to me, I'm going to go ahead and try it, go forward with it, give it a shot. Because I feel like that's the biggest message here for my group 1 choosers is you have to release what's been, see things, try things a different way, and be open to it, knowing that Spirit's got your back in this. And even if it feels a little bit scary, it's entirely possible. It just requires you to be open to receiving something a little unexpected, a little out of left field, a little bit more out of your realm of normal. Okay. Let's see the doorway that this may be leading my message 1 choosers to. Look at this. You are so protected. You have a huge spiritual team, message 1, divine guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead just right. Pass this card on. I feel like the bigger message here is that you've got a divine guardian on your side, really watching over, really protecting you, really filled with lots of wisdom, guidance, and information about how to move forward and make your life feel more financially secure and stable. Again, I keep coming back to something needs to be released, an old way of doing, an old pattern, an old habit that's no longer working, so that this new way can show you the way to create abundance, security, all the things that you long for. You are very, very protected, very, very guided. Big spiritual team around you, message 1. Okay, let's just cap these off. Ooh. Okay, this one, every day I focus on what is important. These just flipped over, so I'm going to go ahead with them. I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Nice. I can see why these flipped over. And we're going to do just one more. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Yeah, that take charge energy that's definitely here with a need to surrender to non-action, to let go and not be the leader right now, I think has been really difficult for you. It is your role. It's where you're comfortable. And you will get back to that leadership energy, but first you must go within and receive the answers, the information, and the guidance. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, message 1, I am going to leave that there. I hope that you all have a fantastic week and really cultivate and harness the energy that this new moon is bringing for you. Take care, guys. Hello, message 2. Oh, wow, that came out really quick. Okay, we've got nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. Interesting. Okay. Nothing will come of this situation. Let's see what else is coming out with that. Okay, here we go again. Have faith. Okay. There's definitely some fear I'm feeling here for my message twos. There's some fear around something. A lot of worry. As this is saying, nothing will come of this situation. So there may be something that you're fearing that could happen. And I feel like Spirit's coming in to say it's not going to happen. All is well. We shall see what else is coming out. But having faith, nothing will come of this situation, definitely suggests to me that there's a lot of fear, concern, worry, anticipation, it's your thoughts about it that are making it feel really heavy and hard. And I think that Spirit and universe has said, relax, calm, breathe, be at peace, because we've got your back here. And as this says, nothing bad it doesn't say nothing bad. It says nothing will come of this situation. Not to worry. That's just what I keep coming back to. Don't worry, don't worry. It's unwarranted worry. Okay. Let's see what needs to be surrendered here by my message twos. So far, the cards have been jumping out for you guys. Not this time. Okay. Yeah, we're right on the money here. Message two. Lots of worry, lots of stress, lots of fear. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale. The tensions you've built up in your body, let the stress go as you come back to your center. I didn't read that right, so I'm going to read it again. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tensions you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Yes, really stuck in worry and fear and what if energy. What if? I'm so concerned. I'm so worried. Really going into anxious thinking, overthinking about the potentials, the what ifs. So Spirit is saying it's time to let that go. This new moon energy could very likely be a good catalyst for helping you do just that, because it is about new beginnings. But first we must let go of this energy of anxiety, what if, worry, fear. And I love that it's coming in to say this to you too, message two. It's sort of like letting you know, because maybe you can't get there yourself, that you are safe, you are protected, all is well, even if it doesn't feel like that right now. Oh lordy. Okay, we've got a couple of cards that turned over there. Me and my terrible shuffling. Okay, so we've got Two of Swords. Yeah, not being able to see the situation clearly due to stress, right? Feeling blinded to it, fearful, worried. Really reiterating what's showing up here in the main energies. Ooh, Queen of Wands, that's really good energy there. Four of Cups. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we've got Page of Cups in reverse as well. All right. Okay, message two. It looks to me like there's been a lot of stress and worry around finances, but also I feel there's some emotional stuff too that's getting in the way of this stress, connections, other parties involved in this situation, this stressful situation. With the Two of Swords and Queen of Wands coming in together, it's like you do have the ability to connect to what is real, what is true, what is right, what good action would be. But emotionally, there's so much instability and hardship and fear and worry and what if energy that it can't get through. A lot of that kind of energy showed up for message one as well. But with Four of Cups being in the center, if you have a closer look, there's this beautiful cup beside her with all this amazing rainbow energy coming out. I feel that some of you have received the answer to something, a way forward, a way through troubling energy, but you have not looked at it. You have not leaned into it. You have not believed it, essentially. So look again, what kind of information and guidance has come through for you that you maybe overlooked or didn't believe or didn't trust? Because there's something to that kind of energy here for my message twos. And it holds the answer, this fiery, passionate Queen of Wands. I'm in charge. I'm passionate. I'm inspired. I know what to do. That's there. It's there. It just feels like it's been very much blanketed over by this stress and this worry and this what if energy. And with Knight of Pentacles coming in the reverse, dare I say, I wonder if some of you were swindled, or you trusted the wrong person when it comes to your money and finances, and now there's a lot of fear around what could happen to those finances. That's sort of the energy I'm feeling, right? Because Knight of Pentacles comes in, it's like it comes in and then it goes out just as quickly. And this could be with money, or a situation where you invested money or you put money on the line in some kind of way, and now you feel like it's not turning out the way that you had hoped, or the money's draining out, something to that effect. I feel like there is a way through this. There is a way out of this situation. Again, I think that you've received the answer to it, but there's so much stress, fear, and worry that it's like that guidance was quelled. It was dismissed. It couldn't even be heard by you because of how noisy the anxiety has been. Let me know in the comments below, message 2. Have some of you been dealing with somebody who's been kind of shady when it comes to your money or your finances? Maybe even a partner who drained money or used that money that you didn't agree to have be used in some kind of way, like a large sum of money. There's something to that. Obviously, these are general, so that's not going to ring true for everybody. I do feel like that might be true for some of you, where you trusted the wrong person with money, or money got drained out unexpectedly, inadvertently, and it's really causing a lot of worry, fear, and stress. With this card here, with Page of Cups, if he's upright like this, he's feeling really connected to those solutions, emotionally connected to intuition, truth, intelligence. It's just reiterating that you have it. This message came through. There is a way forward, a way out. It just hasn't been able to get to you. You haven't been able to receive it because it's just too noisy in your mind. It's so overactive, and there's so much stress and anxiety that no good information can ever get through when we're feeling like that, right? It just can't. So I think that the main energy here, the main message here for my group 2s is Spirit is letting you know that have faith, to trust. It's all going to work out. Nothing bad is going to come of this situation. They can see that you are very stressed and overwhelmed, but there is a way through. You've got that Queen of Wands energy. You've got that Four of Cups showing you that the information, the guidance, it's been given. It just hasn't been heard. And the way to get to that is to really be open and receptive, to step back, allow your mind to calm. I feel like meditations around calming and centering and presence and groundedness would be really good for my message 2s. Even if it's just a quick one, like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, stopping, standing on the grass, barefoot, with your hand on your heart, breathing, listening to yourself breathe, so that you can receive this guidance and this wisdom. Yeah, there's some strange messaging coming through. I definitely feel like some of you put your money on something or in something, and then there's fear on whether that was the right decision. I also think others have been swindled or have been led astray. Now there's fear about bouncing back, and what are you going to do now? And at the end of the day, I feel like Spirit, universe is saying it's all going to work out. It's all going to be fine. Watch, wait, see. But let's first step out of all this anxiety and stress around it so that we can show you the way through. That Queen of Wands energy. You're no longer feeling blinded and out of sorts and mentally all over the place. Okay. No jumpers. I spoke too soon. Okay, well, we've got one that jumped out. Let's see. Ancestors, historical connections, and purposes. Nice. In the reverse, releasing difficulty. Yes. Up from the depths. out of that despair, up from the depths. It was in the reverse, just reiterating how difficult it's been for you to dig out of this heavy energy. And then we've got letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from time constraints. This has this feeling of, it should have been yesterday, this should have been fixed, resolved, made better yesterday. And it feels so heavy, so urgent. And its spirit is saying it's absolutely not as urgent as you think. There's nothing to fear or worry. And also, I didn't really touch on this, but let's talk about this ancestor energy, historical connections and purposes. Wisdom, guidance coming through from passed on loved ones here, message 2. They have some information, some guidance to share with you. I even think for some of you, there's some patterning there. We're like, hey, we've kind of passed this on to you through our DNA. Let's help you get rid of it. Let's let you be the one to release this from the family line. Either way, ancestors coming in really strong for my message 2 is to help guide you, to show you the way, to help you connect to purposes, passions, inherent gifts and talents that are in your bloodline. But really, it all comes down to releasing this difficulty, right? Which, being in the reverse and what we see up here, it's been extremely difficult. You've been really stuck in fearful energy, what if, and anxiety. And Spirit's saying it's time to come up from the depths of that. It's time to release the difficulty and know that you're not running out of time. I get the hourglass energy. It's not as urgent as you think. Surrender, freedom from the time constraints. It's all going to work out. Relax, pause, breathe. But the main message here, group 2, is it's time to release all this anxious, worry, stress, fear. Because I also feel like not only is it wreaking havoc on you mentally, I think if you're not careful here, it could start to affect you physically if it hasn't already. This worry, this fear. It's time to come up from those depths. Okay. Let's look at a divine door here. It did flip over, but it stayed in the deck. I don't know if you can see that. Look at this silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. I love that. It's really just reiterating how necessary and needed it is for you, message 2, to surrender the stress, fear, worry, and anxiety. It is not warranted. Spirit has jumped in to let you know that you can relax and breathe. It's not going to be as scary or as bad as you've told yourself it's going to be. And I also love that this is saying silent skill, right? Historical connections and purposes, latent talents and gifts that need to be unlocked that you're not aware of. Your ancestors want to come in and help you unlock that, connect to it. It's like it's in your DNA. The silent skill is going to show up for you, but first you must feel centered, settled, and ready to receive it. You've been going through it, message 2. It's been really difficult. But Spirit's come in to confirm that it's time for you to relax, breathe, let go, receive. Let's just cap this off here with a few moon messages here for my group 2s. I almost just want to jump through the screen and give you guys a hug. It feels like it's just been so difficult and frustrating, and I can almost feel that anxiousness coming through. All right, we've got, it's a meditative person on the front. I seek balance and grounding. Yep, 100% needed here for my group 2s. It happens to the best of us at times, doesn't it? Or we just lose sight. I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outwards. Really needing to get quiet, calm, peaceful. Back to center. I am courageous and powerful. Yes, have faith. You are this. You are that. And I think once you can get this hard, frustrating, stressful energy sorted out, this is the energy that you're going to come to. You're going to reconnect to that powerful part of yourself, that lion energy. right? I've got this. I'm a good leader. I can take charge. I've got time. I've got the talents. I've got the gifts, and I'm being supported and backed up by Spirit. Spirit has my back. There's something to that here for me as well, for my group twos. Feeling alone, but you are absolutely not alone. Very much protected, guided, and surrounded by ancestors who are only wanting to help show you the way and unlock these gifts and talents that will become useful. And again, overall, just know that all the things that you've been fearing and worrying about are not going to come to pass in the way that your mind and fears have been telling you they could. All is well. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there, message 2. I hope you all have a fantastic week and give yourself over to this balance and grounding energy that's so desperately needed. Take care, guys. Hello, message 3. Let's see what this new moon energy is bringing about for you guys. So far, there's a lot of need for surrender and release, right? So these new beginnings can show up. Oh, wow, it's full moon in Libra. It's Libra energy showing up here. A win-win outcome is forecast. Nice. And we've got that Libra energy coming through powerfully. So this could be something that shows up for you relatively soon, but we shall see what else comes out. A win-win outcome is forecast. Nobody has to lose. Let's see what else shows up here. It's sort of like saying a balanced outcome is forecast, right? Everybody gets to walk away relatively happy. Ooh, surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Absolutely, yes, message 3. This could be something that has stopped this win-win outcome from happening. Perhaps you're somebody who gives over to everybody else. You say, okay, I'll be the one to lose out here. You guys can have all of this. I'll let you kind of come out unscathed. I'll be the one to take the brunt, the hit. It is no longer going to serve you to be the one to give up what it is that you want, what you deserve, what you need, what you desire. It's your time. That's this feeling I'm getting here from a message 3. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to receive all that you deserve. And your self-esteem has stopped you from doing just that, right? And again, this message, the main message here is a win-win outcome. Nobody has to lose here, least of all you. And I do feel like my message 3s are often the ones to say, I'll go without, I'll take the hit, you guys go ahead. Not this time. Not this time, message 3. So there's also this energy I'm feeling here with this surrendering the low self-esteem, is that you don't always feel like you deserve it. You know, that imposter syndrome showing up for me here, for my message 3s. You do deserve it. And if you were to take a step back and look at all the beautiful things that you've done for others in the past, because I definitely feel a giving, empathic nature here for my message 3s, you would see that you absolutely do deserve it, and that you've not been allowing yourself to receive good things. But this is a time, you're coming into a time when you can do just that, and nobody has to lose. Okay. Let's pull another card. It's almost just like you're too nice. There are worse things to be than too nice. However, when it's at the expense or at our own detriment all the time, then that's a problem, right? We must look at why we think we can't have what we want or why we don't deserve it. Nice. Dreams. Okay, so with the tiger showing up there, I'm really attracted to that tiger, which is a power animal, right? Owning your power, knowing that you're powerful, that you have self-worth, that you're capable and strong. There's also So that's a part of this message here, group 3. And it's the number 3 too, I just realized. But paying attention to your dreams at this time, because they have a lot to say, a lot to tell you, and they want to show you the way. It almost feels like prophetic for my group 3s, particularly when it's in regards to you yourself. What is going to be good for you, where you need to go, the paths unfolding. I also feel like it's no longer okay for you to be putting your own dreams, wants, and desires to the side, right? Just reiterating that you too can win. Not everybody else, not taking care of everybody else, and making sure that they get what they want. It's time for you to receive what you want and really lean into those dreams. But again, I definitely think that some of you need to be paying attention to your dreams at this time, because they have a lot to offer and say. Trust them, believe them, look into them, because there's some guidance and advice about how to navigate your situation so that everybody wins in this situation. Does that make sense, what I just said? Hopefully it does. But I'm really attracted to that color yellow too, right? Because that's connected to that solar plexus, which is the I am powerful energy center chakra. It's time to get back to that feeling and knowing that about yourself. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's making me feel like I'm not saying it correctly to make my group 3s understand how important it is that you don't sacrifice yourself for the sake of all others or for the betterment of somebody else. Really don't do that. If you come into a situation where you feel like I should sacrifice myself because I really want this for them and I really think they deserve it, take a step back and don't make a decision, because there's a better way forward, again, where everybody wins. So really keep that in mind, message 3. How many cards just came out with that group? All right. Holy cow. 1, 2, 4. Okay. So we've got Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse. That makes me feel holding on tight for fear that, yep, and this card's reiterating what I just said. 5 of Pentacles. Nobody has to lose. 9 of Cups, nice. And what's our final card going to be here? Nice, Ace of Cups, I love it. Okay, this is very synchronistic. Oh, very synchronistic here, message 3. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles showing up at the start here with these difficult energies, these harder energies, believing, that's that balance energy, right? Believing that everybody can win in the situation, nobody has to lose, particularly around money and finances. Fear around that, right? So this holding on tight to what it is that you have, for fear that I will lose, I won't come out on top, I'll have to be the sacrificial lamb. I'm always the sacrificial lamb. This is suggesting not this time, and there is a ton of fear around that, right? 5 of Pentacles is always suggesting that there isn't enough to go around. So again, I'll be the one to do without, I'll be the one to lose. Meanwhile, there's that key back there on the door, right? Where, oh no, we've got the way forward, we've got the answer, we've got the win-win outcome. You just can't see it because you're so used to being the one to lose out. Not this time, message 3. I can't say that enough. Not this time. Do not sacrifice anything for whatever the situation is that you're in. Because look at this amazing, beautiful energy showing up. 9 of Cups, a treasure chest, abundance coming in, emotional happiness, joy, stability showing up, new beginnings. Ace of Cups, right? And for some of you, this could be in love, but I also think a new beginning financially, which has been showing up a lot through these readings. But for stability, emotional stability, a new beginning, feeling more well-rounded with your self-esteem in check, but also with finances, right? Because that's showing up so strong here with Pentacles, 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 and a lot of fear around having to sacrifice, let go, be the one to lose out or receive less. Again, not this time, message 3. You've got this beautiful energy showing up for you. It's connected to your dreams. It's connected to talents, gifts, and abilities that you have that I think your dreams are going to show and highlight for you. But you must be willing to believe that, right? To receive the energy that's going to show up for you in these dreams. Believe that, yes, I can have this too. I deserve this too. Imposter syndrome be gone. Hopefully I'm making some sense. Okay. I'm going to pull some energy and spirit cards. Let's see what spirit has to say about all of this. Some of you definitely are going to receive guidance and actions and advice through dreams. Some of you just need to really be following your dreams, your hearts, and knowing that it's all possible for you. Nothing needs to be let go of. Nothing needs to be altered. You can have the whole dream. The bigger it is, the scarier it is, the more accurate it will be as well. What do they say? If our dreams aren't big enough, or if they don't scare us, then they're not big enough. There's something to that energy here for me. Look at this, attachment, longing, and desperation, okay? Thought vibrations, resonance choices, signature signals. Archangel Raziel, wisdom, inspiration, Akashic records. Nice, okay. I don't know why I'm compelled to look at the bottom card. Archangel Phanuel, hope, optimism, and new beginnings. Hope, optimism, and new beginnings. This is what's needed. This is what has been difficult for you to get to, message 3. Now, with attachment coming out, longing and desperation, what are you attached to? What is the fear that's holding you back from following, or chasing your dreams and knowing that you are worthy, deserving, and capable of them? That you've got everything that you need to make them happen. What is the attachment, the energy pattern that you're stuck in that says, no, not me, I don't deserve it? This needs to be looked at and obliterated, let go of, released. And that feeling of longing and desperation, sometimes that can make us make less than stellar choices for ourselves for fear that. It's always out of fear. I'll just settle. Again, I can't reiterate enough. No settling this time, no sacrificing. Be willing to go after that big scary dream no matter what, because I feel like Spirit's like, it's going to work out for you. Nothing has to be sacrificed. Everybody wins. Resonant choices, signature signals, thought vibrations. So really mind your thoughts right now. Really be careful about the stories you're telling yourself. Catch yourself when you realize you're telling yourself limited stories, limited beliefs, things about yourself. These things are not helping you. They're just keeping you stuck in this negative attachment that's not causing anything to move forward, to change, to bring this beautiful winning outcome, right? It's time to release those thoughts. What are the thoughts that you find yourself thinking over and over again? How can you change them? As a result, you've got Archangel Raziel here too. Wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. Deeper purpose, right? Leaning into those dreams. It's like Spirit's like, we're ready to bring them to you, but first we need to remove all these things that you think about yourself that are absolutely not true, that cause you to feel less than and undeserving. We've got this wisdom and inspired action and dream for you. It's interesting that's Akashic records, because it's like it's karmic. It's fated. It's fated. This is the word I'm looking for. It's fated. It's always meant to be yours. Was always going to show up for you. But first we need to heal out some of this low self-esteem and these sacrificial energies that you're holding on to too strong. Right? On the other side of that is this hope, optimism, and new beginnings. This is the energy you want to get to. Not easy, but necessary. Divine Guardian, this came up in one of the other messages. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead just right. Yeah. Again, this is just reiterating. You are safe. You are protected. You've got a Divine Guardian. They want to show you the way, but first you must move out this negative energy that you feel about yourself, in particular, the sacrificial energy, this imposter syndrome that I feel a lot of my group 3s have. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead just right. Yeah. No sacrificing. Not your dreams, not your wants, not your desires. They're all possible. They're all possible for you. And I also feel like if some of you felt this way before and were disappointed in the past, or it didn't work out the way that you had thought, it feels like not this time. The timing is right. I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. Absolutely, absolutely. That's just really good synchronicity right there. I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You've got Divine Guardian. You're protected. No giving in, no giving up. Follow your dreams. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is a place of profound learning. Yeah. So I definitely think some of you are stuck in that web right now, that attachment, that longing, that desperation, that desperate feeling, wanting to ebb backwards. Not this time. This is where you are. There is learning to be had here. There is understanding to be gained and wisdom. You just have to be willing to move through it. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. Nice. Following your dreams, right? That's amazing. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to act. It's time to let go of the self-esteem issues and that feeling of I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, I'll give this over to somebody else. No. Not this time, message 3. You're really being empowered here by the universe, by spirit, to go after all of your dreams. And also remember, some of you will receive some guidance through dreams, so be open to that as well. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have a fantastic week and give yourself over to your dreams 100% completely. Take care, guys. Hello, message 4. Let's see what's showing up for you guys with this new energy. Bottom card. Don't let your past hold you back. Yes, okay. So feeling stuck and stagnant might be something that you would resonate with right now, message 4. And this is Spirit's, universe's way of saying that it has something to do with things that have happened in the past, making you fear that it could happen again in the future. We shall see what else comes out with this. Card again. Wowzers. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Nice. Yeah, ask for what you want. Not letting your past hold you back for fear of that, and only playing that narrative in your mind rather than the narrative that you actually want. So absolutely give yourself over to speaking into existence and manifesting what it is that you want. If it's showing up for you, message 4, it's because it's possible. The timing is right. So change the narrative in your mind that's telling you you can't, because here's the evidence. This is what's happened before. It's probably just going to happen again. It's absolutely not the case for you this time, message 4. You've got a new beginning that wants to show up, and it feels really good to me. It feels very empowered, very divinely guided, and possible. gosh, it's been all on the bottom card this time. There's got to be something to that here, message 4. That all the bottom cards keep being your cards. So something beneath the surface, something that you're not aware of, perhaps. There might be a message of that for you. Look beneath the surface in the shadows. There's some sort of information, wisdom, guidance there. Interesting. Ooh, sexual arts. Nice. So this is just a lot about passion and inspiration. It can absolutely be about sexuality, or perhaps you have an idea around sexuality or the sexual arts, and this would be your yes, your heads up from the universe saying go for it. Either way, it's connected to the sacral chakra where our creativity is, our passion, our inspiration, and our sexuality. So there's something to that energy center that needs to be unlocked, unleashed, leaned into, because it's got a lot to offer you at this time. Needing that creative energy to be tuned into and turned up. So maybe doing some sacral chakra meditations would be a really good idea for my message 4s to unlock and unleash this energy. Let's see what else. It could also be, I feel like maybe some of you have an opportunity for a new relationship, a new connection, and you were burned. You were burned really bad in the past. You let somebody in, you were vulnerable and open, and then you got burned, hurt. Maybe there was some sort of betrayal, cheating kind of energy, and so now you're very fearful of letting your guard down and letting the walls crumble to allow a new person back in. But if this is showing up for you, then Spirit is saying now is the time, and this is a good situation. You can trust it. What happened before will not happen again. You have learned the lessons. You're not bound to them for the rest of your life. You can have a beautiful relationship, a beautiful connection this time around. Page of Pentacles. Put that there, actually. The Fool. Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's actually a really good card to see on the reverse. Ace of Cups. Nice. Nine of Cups. That's really beautiful energy showing up there. Okay, so let's look at the first couple of cards where we're having some difficulties. Page of Pentacles, upright like this. That sense of balance, stability, and security. I feel like it's not leaning into money though for my group 4s. I feel like it's connected to people and relationships, attachments. Really worrying about losing this sense of, look at me, standing on one leg, very balanced, very centered, holding my own, very independent. And it's about letting go of that and knowing that you can still have that and be that while connected to another person, while saying yes to new people, situations, love interests. Embracing the Fool's journey. It's coming in the challenge position, so it's been really difficult for you to just allow your heart to be completely open and kind of like with reckless abandon and just being like, I'm going to go for that. I'm really in this great place. This feels good. I'm just going to go with this feel good feeling and trust it. That I'm going to be good, strong, independent, and stable no matter what happens. That's definitely what I'm feeling here for my message for us. It's time to embrace that Fool energy and just go for it. Enjoy it. Be in it. Be very present in this connection, this community, this unity that wants to show up for you. Four of Pentacles in reverse suggests letting go, not holding on so tight to that feeling of independence, that need to be me, myself, and I'm good and I don't need anybody energy. It's okay to let that go and know that you're still going to be an independent, strong person, capable of standing on their own 2 feet and embrace love and joy and sexuality and beauty and relationship kind of energy, right? When we've got new beginnings in love with this Ace of Cups here, right? We've got the heart in the middle, opening up that heart space, letting the love in, relaxing your barriers and knowing that what happened in the past isn't going to happen now. Look at the emotional abundance it brings, this Nine of Cups energy. joyful, happy, connected, a beautiful connection, a beautiful relationship, a beautiful community all around you. This is the result of letting go of that need for extreme and fierce independence, for fear that you could be hurt, burned, let down again. I really feel like the timing is now. The timing is right for a beautiful connection that works out, that's balanced, that's mutually respectful. And this doesn't have to be romantic, though I do think for a large portion of you it is. It can also be with friends, friend groups that were, maybe you got burned by a friend group, or in a work situation where you got burned by them and they weren't trustworthy, and you put all this love and energy into this job only to be let go, or something of that nature. Either way, Spirit's saying that was then, that was the past. This is a new chapter in your life. It's a new cycle, and it's only beautiful things that are going to show up. Of course, there's challenges in everything. So, being realistic here, there's going to be ups and downs. There isn't everything. But this is a much better fit, a much better situation, a much better love, community, job, whatever it is. It's like, say yes to this energy. You're being really supported, and the timing is right. Okay. Let's look at a divine door here. Holy cow, Divine Guardian has come out, I think, for 3 of 4 messages. Yeah, you're safe, you're protected. Do not be nervous to hear tonight. The path you are on will lead just right. That's perfect. That's perfect for this reading. You are safe, you are protected, not this time. Let the past go. The past is in the past. You learned everything you needed to learn from that situation. This is a different one. It's better. The timing is right. You are safe, you are protected. Go for it. It's go for it energy. Let your guard down a bit. Okay. Let's get some guidance and advice here from Spirit. Learning a new path, teaching. It's in the reverse. Okay, so you've got something as somewhat of a gift to share with others that you haven't been. You are somebody who's good at leading and guiding others, learning a new path, saying yes to a new situation. Again, it could be a job, community, a person. But either way, it's like you haven't been saying yes to it. You've been holding back. And you are capable of leading in some way, shape, or form. Being the one that teaches others, shows them the way. Archangel Raziel, wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. Yeah, really tapping into that wisdom, learning that new thing, saying yes to the new, out with the old, on with the new. Wisdom and inspiration, if it hasn't already hit you, it's coming. So be prepared for that message for it, and say yes to it. Say yes to it, because it's going to be divinely inspired. Nice. Creation, soul expression, and something new. Nice, right? Really leaning into and connecting with that sacral chakra energy of creativity, passion, inspiration. So I feel like these cards are suggesting that it's not all a romantic partnership for all of you. It is some sort of a job, a talent, a dream, something that you want to create, do, maybe entrepreneurial. It doesn't matter. But some of you have got gifts to share, talents to be tapped into, honed, and put out for others to utilize and learn from with that teacher energy. It's time to let them out. It's soul expression, something new. So if you're stuck in nervousness about something not working out, maybe some of you even had a situation where you tried an entrepreneurial venture and it didn't work out. It could have just been the timing. It could have been that, you didn't know or have all the information that you would have needed to make it more successful. And it could be that the timing was just not right then. Either way, it is now. So jump in with 2 feet, say yes. Okay. It's like you've got this really big creative spark that has been squelched for a long time, and maybe it's been difficult for some of you to tap back into it. But if you can feel it opening again, it's for a reason. Timing is everything here, I feel like, for my message fours. It's just at play in the best way for you right now. Okay, we've got, I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Okay, so really needing to be grounded and present so you can be receptive to this wisdom, this inspiration. Overall energy and knowledge that's going to be showing up for you. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Yeah. Oops, made a mess. All right. We've got, there's a lot of, sacral chakra energy. Yeah, so lots of feminine energy showing up here too. I shine my light outwards for all to see. Yes, going right into that, don't let your past hold you back. Staying in the shadows a little bit too much here, message 4, not letting yourself be seen. You've got, again, a lot to offer in many different situations. For some of you, it's going to be different for all of you because it's general. But it is time to stand out in that light. The timing is now. I shine my light outwards for all to see. And then we've got, it's like new energy. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. This is good advice for all of us, depending on what we're going through. And I mean, really, it's good advice for all of us on a day-to-day basis, especially if we struggle with self-love and self-esteem. Either way, I definitely think that this is a component to the trouble and the problems that you've been dealing with holding on to the past. Kind of like blaming yourself, feeling like, I got duped, I was too trusting, I don't ever want to be that again, so I'm just going to shut this down. No, not this time. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Just because there were perceived mistakes doesn't mean that you should no longer trust yourself, right? Mistakes are really just lessons learned. If we choose to learn from the things of the past, they don't have to be the reason why we don't do what we should do or believe in ourselves or can continue to love and trust ourselves. It's sort of like they were a lesson, not a life sentence, and it's time to reframe your perceived mistakes from the past as just that, life lessons, not a life sentence. Yeah, so when you can feel the fears coming in and the worries that you shouldn't or you can't because here's the evidence. Go back into radical self-love, acceptance. Bring it down into your body, mind, and spirit. Grounded, rooted, anchored. As it says, I'm connected to the earth and all life around me. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there, message 4. It looks like you have a lot of positive energy that wants to show up for you, and now is a really good time to say yes to embrace it and know that it's meant for you, that you are safe, you are protected. And this new beginning is divinely orchestrated. I feel that so strongly. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Take care, guys.